Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see from the title, today I will be showing my Paul McCartney record collection. That's why I'm wearing my fabulous Paul McCartney and Wings shirt today. If you can see behind me, this entire cube here is all Paul McCartney and Wings solo stuff. Paul McCartney is my favorite Beatle and I do enjoy his solo career the most, so I do have a lot of his stuff on vinyl. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm not gonna lie, I did not have these organized in any way, but I knew somebody would complain if I didn't, so I put them in chronological order, so you're welcome. So of course we have his first album, McCartney. I always thought the photo on the back was kind of creepy. Go ahead and show the gatefold on this one. I also have this copy of the album that I picked up at a flea market a couple years ago. I picked this up super cheap. I couldn't find a lot of information about this, but I think it's like a Taiwanese bootleg or something. It's not even in a real sleeve. It's kind of just like a paper sleeve. So yeah, not the best quality, but I thought it was a cool pickup. Next up, we have my favorite Paul album, which is Ram. I love this album so much. This is a perfect album to me, and I love Paul and Linda for this record. And to go along with that, I have a copy of Thrillington. This is a reissue from a couple years ago. I have never seen an original one of these before. Next up is Wings Wildlife. I was lucky enough to find a copy of this with the shrink still on it, so that's pretty cool. Next up we have Red Rose Speedway, which is my second favorite Paul album. This copy has a little promo stamp on it, which is pretty cool. The medley on this album is just so good. I wish I could listen to it for the first time again. So I do have another copy of Red Rose Speedway. And it's kind of a long story. Probably like 6 or 7 years ago, I had someone email me and they told me that they had a Paul McCartney autograph that they wanted to gift me. And I thought, first of all, that's insane. This is it. This is a copy of Red Rose Speedway signed by Paul, Linda, and the members of Wings. And it did come with this little certificate of authenticity. Well, first of all, this was a super nice gesture. Like, it was so nice of him to think of me and want to send this to me, but this is very fake. I was super excited when I got this and shared it online, and everyone let me know that it is a fake. The dead giveaway on this is that they actually spelled Henry McCulloch's name wrong. They completely left the G out, so it's pretty obvious that yeah, it's not real. I'm not sure why I still have this. I guess just because someone gifted it to me with good intentions, but yeah, even if it's not autographed, it's still a good copy of Red Rose Speedway. Next up is the iconic Band on the Run. I do have this original press, and I also have this other release, which is from the archive collection from a couple years ago. This one comes with 2 discs and it has a gatefold and just some extra stuff like that. Next we have Venus and Mars. This copy does come with the original inner sleeve and 2 posters. I think this album is also supposed to come with stickers or something. I don't know, I can't really remember. It's been a while. Here we have Wings at the Speed of Sound. You have Let 'Em In, She's My Baby, Silly Love Songs. This whole album is just a bop. Next up is London Town, and I'll be honest, this is probably the Wings album that I am most unfamiliar with. Next we have Back to the Egg. I always thought that this album was so cool because of the label with the egg. It says Sunny Side Up. And to finish off the Wings records, we have Wings Greatest. I actually do have one more Wings album. This is Wings Over America. This is a giant 3-disc live album. I saw a really cool color pressing of this at Target a few years ago, and I really regret not getting it now. Next up is McCartney 2 from 1980, and this copy does come with the little 7-inch. 7-inch, it is coming up live in Glasgow. Next up is Tug of War. I listen to this album when I want to cry. Next up is Pipes of Peace. I haven't spun this one in a really long time. Next up is Give My Regards to Broad Street, and I actually have never seen this movie before, so please don't yell at me. Next we have Press to Play. Let's take a minute to appreciate the beautiful Linda McCartney. From here on out, I am missing a lot of his solo stuff because his like 90s, early 2000s stuff is pretty hard to find on vinyl. So here is the Russian album, which is all rock and roll covers. So this one I got pretty recently. This is a Flaming Pie box set. It was the website The Sound of Vinyl that done a sale where they had a bunch of free records and you only had to pay shipping, and this was one of them. I thought for sure it was going to be some kind of scam, but I actually got it. So this is, I think, 3 LPs and it comes with a lot of extra stuff, so it was definitely worth it. Next up is Chaos and Creation. This is a reissue from 2018, and I got this one at Barnes & Noble for 50% off, which was a really good deal. Next up is New. I think this came out in 2013. I have so many good memories with this release. This was the first big Paul McCartney release I got to enjoy as a fan, and I have so many good memories with this. Next up is Egypt Station from 2018. This was another really big release that meant a lot to me. This was the first time I was able to go to a record store and get it on release day, so yeah, that's a super important memory to me. And this one is on a blue and orange vinyl that was available on his web store. Next up is McCartney 3, and I have 2 different versions of this. This one on red vinyl that you could get from Third Man Records. I also have this one, which was released like a year later. It says this is an indie exclusive on splatter vinyl, and this is limited edition of 3,333, and it was pressed by Third Man Pressing in Detroit, Michigan. So this is also a Third Man pressing. We have McCartney 3 Imagined. This does not actually have Paul McCartney on it. It is just covers of his songs from McCartney 3. And this one is on a really gorgeous purple vinyl. Okay, hopefully this video wasn't too long. I feel like that was a lot of records to go through. That is it for my Paul McCartney vinyl collection. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see y'all next time.